Hey guys, this is Owen and Adam here, and we're gonna review Ted.
It's backwards.
Well, I can't really fight that.
Is it?
Yeah, it says Bet instead of Ted, but it's Ted. You can tell because of the picture. It shows John and Ted. On the side, it shows the title Ted. On the back, it shows him and Ted doing Funky Thunder. Ted and Johnny doing with let me think. I think his name was Joe Mass. No.
With Flash Gordon.
Flash Gordon. I was getting there. Then Ted with the hookers.
With the shit on the floor.
Yeah.
And then Lori.
Lori at the.
AKA also play.
And Ted.
And.
Oh. And I'm gonna before we get to the review, I'm gonna read the back. Family Guy creator Seth MacFarlane delivers his signature boundary-pushing humor in the outrageous comedy blockbuster critics are calling hysterically funny. In parentheses, it says Peter Travers and Rolling Stone, and then the parentheses end. John Bennett, played by Mark Wahlberg, is a grown man whose cherished teddy bear came to life as the result of a childhood wish and hasn't left his side since. Ken John's relationship with longtime girlfriend Lori, played by Mila Kunis, I said that the best I could, moved forward with his lovable, profane buddy in the picture. And that's right there. We couldn't see the bonus futures because he didn't charge his laptop, and it's gay that you can't take discs out of laptops just because they're not on.
Oh, fuck.
I used to be able to do that all the time.
I'm screwed.
Alright, so let's get to work.
We're the same level. We have this one.
Really?
Yeah,
Alright, so this movie.
I have more fans.
I can spoil this movie because probably everyone in the world's seen this movie. That
if you haven't, then go fuck yourself.
Well, if you haven't, check this. We'll get. So it starts out with the starting's kind of strange. Like it starts off like with a narrator, but this narrator.
Damn it! I'm losing.
It's Christmas. It's Christmas Day, and the narrator's talking about how it's Christmas, how they celebrate the way they do, and I guess they celebrate.
Beat up the Jewish kids.
Yeah, that's how they celebrate Christmas.
And
then Johnny.
Touchdown!
He explains that Johnny has like no friends, so Johnny comes out and he asks if he can play, and they all say no, even the Jewish kid that's getting beat up. That's kind of that's funny. Then it's Christmas morning, everyone gets their gifts. He gets Ted and.
He can't find him first thing in the morning. Get that phone.
Well, no, we should explain the tie. He has like a tie on him, and then was it when he came alive he didn't have it, or was he?
It's when he was like, the pot smoking Ted.
Yeah. So he doesn't have it later on in the movie, but he has it in the beginning. So then they become like best friends, and he wishes Ted to be alive. And I guess if you make a wish on Christmas night, you get your wish. I wish I could. I wish that would happen to me. I wish that was real.
Who knows?
Yeah, it's not real. So then the next morning, like you said, he can't find him. So why did you?
Like, he goes around, and then he finally sees him, and then Ted has this gay voice. I hate it.
Yeah, I hate this voice in the beginning.
I hate that voice so much. And
his
parents are like, "Get the gun! Get over here right now,
Remember
John!"
Don't forget the Christmas present.
Yeah. It was like, no, Mom, I wished him to come in real life.
Yeah, and he's like this big thin, he was like Justin. Well, we don't like him, but he was a big thin. He's like Justin Bieber, pretty much all like the big acts. They were like if you know who the Jonas Brothers are, though.
I remember that one part when the mom was like, "You're just like the baby Jesus."
And then he's like this big thin, and then there's this little kid who's watching Ted. He says he wants Ted, but his dad was making love, and his dad was just ugly. I don't know how he got a girl like that. He must have had to pay her to do that. I'm just saying. I don't know. Don't you think he must have had to pay her to do that?
Maybe he drugged her.
Yeah, I'm assuming that. Then he asks for Ted, and he's like, "No, Daddy's making love." then it's like, then it shows like the narrator says that where's Ted today? Just like Justin Bieber, he names all this famous people.
Eventually, eventually, everyone doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. Then it shows like this montage of everything that Johnny and Ted went through. We finally get to meet Lori, like John's girlfriend, and then it's in the present, and it's Johnny and Ted, and now he's voiced by what was it? Seth MacFarlane, his name was.
No, that's the voice.
Yeah, doesn't he voice
Seth
him?
MacFarlane as Ted, voice and motion capture.
Oh, by the way, we should say that Brett Manley played as young John. So we should say that when he was young. Yeah, we're getting this off Wikipedia. We should have looked this up sooner. But then he was smoking. What is it? I don't. You
Weed.
can't. Yeah, it's weed. It was like in a liquid thing. I can't really describe it because I've never seen it
I think
like this
the
before.
weed that he was smoking was called mind rape, or no.
No, that's later on.
That's later on in the movie. At the start of the movie,
it's
Ted
like,
smoking weed.
And they're watching SpongeBob.
They're watching SpongeBob.
It's the episode where SpongeBob has to write the essay, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he like procrastinates.
And John was eating pot and smoking.
Yeah. So and what were they were talking about the weed and like how you can smoke it. Then he looks at the clock and what was it, like 9:30?
No, he they were talking about Boston girls.
Yeah.
It was just weird.
Yeah, we don't really remember what they were talking about, but then he realizes that it's, what was it, 9:30 when he looked at the clock.
Yeah.
And he's late for work and he can't drive because was he high or drunk? I think he was high. So then Ted has to drive him. Then he drives him, and Johnny's trying to like put contacts in his eyes and stuff to make it look like he didn't get high. Then Johnny crashes into a car.
No, Ted does.
Oh, Ted. I watch sometimes, dude. And then he's like, shit. Then his boss, I have to find him. How we find his boss?
Matt Walsh as Thomas, John's boss.
Alright, tells him to get in there. Ted says hi to him. Then Ted drives away, and then he runs into a car.
And he was like, asshole. And then Ted was like, that was my bad. I was sending a tweet.
And then his boss is in there, and he said he like hung out with this guy. What was his name again? I forget his name. It was like some famous guy. I never heard of him.
Fucking no.
It's the name doesn't remember, but I have a feeling he really didn't because Johnny said a quote by him and he didn't even know the quote. So I have a feeling he really didn't. And he's like, oh, I hung out with him as a real person. It's like, fuck you. Then they go back home, and then we have Patrick Wattenburn. Was that the? I think I don't know which one. It's his co-worker that he works with. Tells him that he was like,
one.
Yeah, it's the gay one. He says that he talks about like the 4-year relationship, because he's been with Lori for 4 years. They're having their 4-year anniversary. They go to like this place. I forget where it was. It was like a fancy restaurant. He's gonna take her there. Then
You have a 24/7 rule on this?
No. I don't even use that anymore. But anyways.
Wrestling Fortune Champion.
Anyway, yep.
It's my title anyway. I bought that.
You gave it. Well, you let me use it.
Yeah.
Anyways, they talk about like 4 years. What was his? Matt says that he's been his longest relationship was 6 years. No, 6 months.
6 months.
And he said that he left her because she farted in his sleep. Then they kind of go on this farting talk.
Oh
then
God.
But they also talk about how they would want something more, like how Lori would want something more out of like marriage or something, but can't do it. So then he talks to Ted about that. Ted says, of course, he's gonna say no because he doesn't.
This is like the fucking summary.
Yeah. Well, you wanted to. We should give the summary.
I didn't want to review it. Okay, so the point of the movie is it was an awesome movie. I honestly love it.
Well, we should give the summary for people that can't watch it.
Oh,
and they can secretly
fuck.
watch this video.
No, 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 no. Yes.
And then then Ted says no. Of course he's gonna say no. Then he starts punching him for some reason because they were like talking about like he was like his best friend. Lori comes home, says that she got turkey burgers, and he's like, we having friends over. He's like, no, it's just you homos. Then
they were like,
they talk about like the types of views and stuff.
The
and you have to have like a skier which is idiots saying random words. Then they get into the bedroom. This is probably my favorite part of the whole movie. Ted and Lori and John are talking about their anniversary. I'm gonna skip this part that they talk about the nastiness. They also talked about if her foot gets trapped in a rock, you chew it off, and it's not cannibalism unless you swallow, I guess. But I think it is because you still technically put it in your mouth.
Yeah, but if you're saving someone, I don't think that's cannibalism.
Yeah. Plus, you can just take the rock off, though. Unless it's a big, big rock, but you can just.
Is Patrick considered a big, big rock?
Maybe Mark Henry is.
Mark Henry's a big, big rock.
Yep. But then they're kissing. The thunder goes on, and what does he say? Like, what does Johnny say? He's like, "Mother."
You cocksucker, motherfucker.
So then like, you're still afraid of thunder? He's like, I'm not afraid of thunder. Then Ted one day he's like, okay, sing the song with me, man.
When you hear the sound of thunder, don't you get too scared. Describe your thunder buddy and say these magic words.
Fuck you, thunder, you can suck my dick. You can't get me, thunder, cause you're just God's fuck. So then they sing that song. Then Lori shuts the light off, and Ted says, "Get us set the alarm for 11:30 a.m. Got something to do."
No, it's like, hey Lori, can you set the alarm for 11 a.m.? I got a lot of stuff to do.
Oh, it's 11 a.m.
Yeah.
So then we get to see Lori's life. Lori's a pretty boring person. Well, it's not boring, but
I know.
Without Johnny or Ted, she'd be boring. Her life.
I just want to say this once. If you guys are wondering what I'm playing Big Win Football.
Yeah,
and I just beat this guy 14 to 10.
Wait, you're like on a live or something? Can you like play people?
It's online.
Oh.
Yeah. If you guys want to face me, go ahead. I will fucking whoop your ass.
Tell me your name or something first.
My team name is the Legendary Warriors. I know it's a fucking name, but it's the fucking best name ever. I know.
But Ted's talking with her co-workers. I'm not gonna name her co-workers because like eventually Ted, nobody gave a shit. I don't know why people wouldn't give a shit about Ted. Ted's fucking awesome.
Fucking amazing.
But her boss comes up and her boss's name is Joel McHale, and he's played by Rex. And he pretty much is a perv to this girl. Like, I'm not gonna she called him.
No, wait a minute. I have 3 things to say. 1, all the co-workers were Rex's girlfriends, I think.
Yeah, and they fucked her, and fucked her.
Like when she was in the office and when she left, when Rex said Lori was sorry and she said no, he's not. He grabbed a fucking
sample of like where she was sitting or something.
No, he grabbed a magnifying glass, looked down,
licked it.
So
he's pretty much a perv. Yeah, he's a perv.
I'm facing the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're 9-8.
Really?
I'm 9-5. They're 9-8.
Wow, but it was just weird. Well, it was funny though too. You get to see this guy. Yeah.
It's fucking
but then
weird.
yeah, his guy's weird. Well, he's on. Actually, yeah. But then
Who the hell is Jared?
Huh?
Who the hell is Jared?
We'll get to that. Can we get to that later?
Uncredited. Oh.
That's uncredited. I think it shows him in like a deleted scene.
Yeah.
But then they're at the restaurant, they're celebrating their anniversary. They actually talk about the night they met, and that was hilarious. It shows Lori's story of the version, which is I think the real story. Johnny's doing this funny moves, and then he knocks Lori over, and he feels bad, so he gets ice. And then when she opens her eyes, she kind of it was like love at first sight. But then Johnny's version of the story is, why don't you say Johnny's?
Oh my god. He's wearing like a sailor's suit, throws his hat, and all these sound effects sound like they're going off like in a friggin' cartoon.
Yeah. And then
oh fuck, he picked it.
and then what happens?
And then like they start dancing, and he puts his finger up, and it's like a gunshot. It's fucking confusing.
Yeah, and Lori's like lifting him up around like a guy would lift a girl.
Yeah, and they were talking about how they went to late eggs and waffles.
Yeah, and they had like they watched a movie, and they got the name of the movie, so he got like 4 stars.
Gold star.
Gold star. Gold star. You can put it on your calendar.
Gold star.
Then
pick that shit. Come on.
And then what ends up happening is he got her a gift, and she thinks it's gonna be a ring, but it's earrings. But he's like he can't afford it right now. But she blames Ted for the reason this is happening. I don't really think it was Ted's fault.
That's bullshit.
Ted's awesome. We're being biased, completely biased. It probably
bystanders are bystanders.
But she's like she makes Ted move out. Okay. Now I know.
Damn it.
I know. She's like all that and stuff. Like but Ted was there for Johnny since day one. Well, not day one. Since he was a little boy. And he's 35 years old. Ted and him go way back. That would be like saying that if me and Adam lived together, Adam would move out. And I would choose wouldn't your best friends go first?
Yeah.
Because you can always get another girl. You can't get another. Well, actually, technically, you can get another best friend, but not a best friend like Ted. Like you could go out with people.
No one's like Ted.
No one's like Ted. Like if I could go around saying I'm best friends with fucking Ted, be fucking awesome if I was fucking best friends with Ted.
Yeah, so, I would just be like, fuck you. I'll get a new girlfriend.
Yeah, I would be like, fuck you. But of course, Johnny has a heart, and he's like, and he just wants to enjoy their anniversary. Why couldn't you say it the day after? The day after. But then he loses his phone in the car, so then she has to call. Oh, we should also mention the lobster. He asked for the lobster to be rolled up so he can play a joke on Ted. But then she calls his phone, and it hit her voicemail. Well, her ringtone.
His ringtone.
For her, only for her though, because remember it's different for certain people.
It's Star Wars.
Yeah, it's Star Wars. Darth Vader.
I
kind of assume, even though I haven't really watched all the Star Wars, I haven't seen the ones with Darth Vader, but I kind of assume it was Darth Vader.
Because
the music.
Yeah.
And she was pissed about this. I wouldn't be pissed. But then she walks in the house and she sees the hookers. Then she sees.
Sylvan Youngblood.
Why don't you say this, Pope? Because I'm not gonna be able to say it with a straight face.
Lori walks in and she's asking about the hookers and stuff, and she looks over. She sees a shit on her photo. She's like,
"There is a shit on my floor.
There is a shit on my fucking floor."
And then
and then when they're cleaning it up, it's like, "Oh my god, this is the grossest thing I've ever done."
And Johnny's hiding like behind a wall.
Seriously, come on.
And then
holy shit, some guy's 10 and 1.
But I like how when Johnny comes in though, he says the lobster thing though. He does the joke with the lobster.
That shit?
Yeah, he's just all calm about it. So then Johnny and Ted are at the aquarium, and you get Stewie's voice. Was it the second fish you marked or the first?
Second.
We get Stewie's voice. Stewie's awesome. You're not in the picture, dude. Hide. Fuck you.
I didn't see it.
Alright, anyways.
Oh shit, I'm losing.
He tells Ted that he has to move out. Why did you pick Lori over Ted? Ted's awesome.
Yeah, oh fucking hell.
Ted's fucking awesome.
I know.
But yeah, he tells him he has to move out. He said he'd help him get on his feet, and they're gonna hang out like all the time. I don't think that's what Lori meant by Ted moving out. Ted moving out, I think like he would never be. He can only see Ted like once in a while.
Yeah.
But so then they're walking, and Ted's in like this business suit, and he says that that business suit looks like something that
you give your kid when you tell him grandma died.
Is that what they did? I don't want to bring this up, but is that when they did when they told him what if this happened? But do you think that's what they would do for you, or do you think they would just tell you?
Neither. I would just have to find out myself.
Yeah. Is that if someone had died? Is that what you? Did?
No, they told me one of my family members died.
Yeah.
A few months back, and I honestly didn't know who she was. And
Did you get to go to the funeral or no?
No, they wouldn't let me. I had to stay home alone.
It's always a win-lose situation, kind of.
How win-lose?
Because you got to stay home alone, kind of.
Yeah, well, what is it?
It doesn't really do anything, though.
Exactly. I didn't even know who she was.
Yeah.
But it's not that.
Let's get back to Ted. I know we can just switch subjects. Let's get back to Ted.
Oh, fuck.
Where were we? Oh, well, we were at the funeral thing. So then Ted has to work at cause he has no skills, but he says he could be a lawyer. I honestly think he'd be a great lawyer.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be I would want him as a lawyer, because he'd be a teddy bear. He said he'd be hired, but nope. He has to work at a grocery store, right?
Yep.
And he gets the job because he says that he smells like his wife's puss on him. And he just gets hired. Because I think he has guts to say that. So Ted's not happy.
Fuck.
And oh yeah, I should mention that earlier Johnny showed him pot. By the way, who's Ted's boss? By the way, I think we find Ted's boss. Oh, his name was Ted's boss is Bill Smitlovic, and is played by Frankie Lynn, and it's Frank Short Stevens, Franklin Stevens. And he hires him. And they go to smoke pot, whether you got and this would have happened whether you got hired or not. Then he runs into this guy named.
You mean girl?
No, the guy. Remember the guy that was the little kid that watched him. I have to help me find him. The enemy. I think no, that's not it. That's not it.
Oh, Donnie. Or Robert.
I think it's.
It's
I think it's Danny's son who wants Ted.
Donnie.
No.
It's Giovanni Ribisi.
Played as Donnie.
Yeah, as Donnie.
Well, I'm probably just gonna just call him Donnie.
I want to call him Donnie, and I'm gonna call Robert Fat Fucker.
Okay, Fat Fucker. So
Fat
they want to
Fucker's
buy Ted because they've been an admirer of Ted, and you're gonna find that out later. Not now. Don't say anything.
Please let me win. Fuck yeah.
So then he gives Johnny the address, and Johnny puts it in the where he keeps important things in the wallet. Of course, I actually thought it's a good thing. I actually thought he was gonna throw it away. So then he puts it in there, and he says he's not gonna sell them. Then what happens after that? Doesn't he move into his apartment? The
apartment thing, and then the first day of work, he meets Tammy Lynn.
Yeah.
Played as Jessica Barth.
Yep. And
apparently they're having sex.
Yeah, later on in the movie.
Produce.
And they want, but he was humping the thing, and Ted gets promoted because he showed a lot of guts. But we should also mention the dog thing, how because Ted wanted him to go to work, and he said that he would only be there 5 minutes.
Yeah,
should have waited till he got on his break, by the way. Wouldn't he know when his break is, by the way?
No.
Well, Ted, because he... Actually, no, you would. Because wouldn't you call him? By the way, how did Ted use his cell phone? Does Ted have a cell phone, or was it like his house
he has
phone?
an iPhone.
Oh, he does?
Fuck, I'm screwed.
Then why didn't Ted use his cell phone?
Fucking A! Fuck, zombie aces go screw.
But anyways, Ted, calls him to ditch work, and, he lies to his boss by saying that Lloyd had to break up a dog fight, so fireman had to come and stick his finger up his ass. But his boss gets confused by that, and he doesn't know whose finger stuck who was up his ass. But didn't you know what he? Because I just assumed. So then they're watching it, and then he goes to then Ted tells him to guess his lover, and he says so many names. You could probably find it on YouTube. I'm not gonna go through the list of names he said, but then when when Ted just says it, he says the F word, dropping F-bombs all over the place. So then
damn you, fuck.
Then Ted is like backstage in like some alley when I think leaving work. He goes to throw like his beer, and he's like, "Don't fail me," and then it fails him. Then we see Donnie.
Donnie, the rapist.
He's kind of stalking Ted in a way.
It's creepy.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy, and he just says like he can give him a good home, and he's happy where he is. Asks him for a hug, And you know what probably would have happened if Ted had given him a hug, right?
Yeah.
He probably would have just taken him.
I mean, defensive.
Then what's her name? Tammy and him are gonna go out, and they go out with Johnny and Lori, and Lori kind of provokes in a way, but not really, Tammy to kind of attack her, and she's like, why didn't she like say to shove her own shove Lori to Lori shove her own ass up her ass or something?
Yeah. Why don't you shove your asshole up your ass?
Yeah, and she said, yeah. So then Ted and Tammy leave, and Lori calls her the C word, the C, then the aunt. Yeah, I don't want to say it though, cause.
Why you're not gonna get in trouble?
But oh well, too late. But then Johnny I guess got caught because yesterday his boss called, and Lori about the fight that she had. Then and I guess Lori covered him up pretty good, because we never really mentions what happens, but Lori's not happy that he did that, and I guess he's not supposed to hang out with Ted that much.
Every once in a while.
But like he can't hang out with him at all. So then what happens is he gives him one last chance, and she swears to God that it's gonna be one last chance, because he convinces her by saying he's a man and he farted. It was a man fart. So then she asks him if she really fart. What would you say this part?
Oh, so like.
Yeah, I think he like flu cupped it somewhere, and it hit I think it hit some Japanese people.
No, it was a business worker.
Yeah, and it's like, well, business here. Then after that, what happens after? Oh, they go to like this business meeting with his Lori's bosses.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Really? At Lori's bosses though, and
15 contracts.
15.
Yep, 15 contracts.
Yeah, but they go to what I lost you made me just lose my point.
Sorry.
It's okay. Forgive you. Yeah, but then they go to the party. So then Lori's boss shows Johnny around, and that's when you see the girl talk about all Lori's boss's girlfriends, talk about like, I guess one of them did it in a bathroom stall, and I guess they don't find that amusing. I wouldn't. To be honest with you, if I was gonna fuck someone, I wouldn't do it in a bathroom stall. I don't even like to go to the bathroom in public places.
Thanks.
I'm just saying. Would you? What was like? And she said it was like one of those handicap stalls, but like, obviously he doesn't care much about her. Guess, right?
Yeah.
Then Lori's boss is showing Johnny around. It shows somebody's nuts, artwork. Then Ted calls him, and he says that Flash is there, like at his apartment, because he's having a party. And Johnny doesn't want to leave, but Ted convinces him. Then Johnny says that he's gonna only be gone for a half hour.
He's gone.
I think he's gone for like 2 hours.
I don't know. Oh sweet Jesus, I'm gonna win.
You gotta admit, did you think he was gonna be gone longer when he said that?
Yeah.
Then what happens is he has Lori's boss cover for him, and he's gonna forget all that stuff about what he's been doing to Lori lately. Then it doesn't. But then he says that he's gonna have sex with his wife, and I actually thought they were gonna do something with that, but I guess they didn't. Or maybe they did. It might have been like a deleted scene. I don't know why he actually didn't do it. I think it was just like a funny moment. But then he goes to Ted's house. He sees Flash. They have cocaine. They're having this awesome party, and Ted
cocaine.
Cocaine.
No, fuck.
Ted even mentions that he doesn't sound like Peter Griffin at all. I actually thought that was pretty funny because he does.
Go Aaron Foster.
Then
Aaron Foster.
they're having like the best night. They punch holes in the wall.
Asian family.
Yeah, Asian family comes in. He pretty much kicks their ass, don't they?
Well,
Ted's anyway. I didn't really remember that part because I didn't really watch it. But the second time I watched the movie, I didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
I just watched the funny moments. But then I think after they get the done, they get out of that kind of drug zone.
No shit.
They're like tired. They're like, oh, I'm beat. So then I guess John looks at the clock. How long do you think he was gone for? 2 hours.
A while.
And then Lloyd catches him, and Lloyd gets upset, kicks him out of the apartment, breaks up with them. Ted comes out. Johnny flips out on Ted. It really wasn't Ted's fault. Well, I know we went. I want to be biased here, but yeah, I mean, it kind of was because Ted kind of convinced him, but at the same time, he couldn't. I don't know. But so Ted, he says, all I do is smoke. All I do is smoke. Come home, get drugged with a fucking teddy bear. So then he tells Ted to get out of his life. It shows kind of like a montage of them being upset. So then Lloyd agrees to go out with a date with the boss to get her off her back. So then Johnny's in his new apartment.
It's a nice apartment.
Surprised he got an apartment that fast. But it is a movie though.
Shit happens.
Why did Ted take the remember he knocks on the screen door. Why didn't he knock on the door with the?
Probably because he didn't. I fucking know.
It's kind of strange.
Because he knew he couldn't get in through the
Oh yeah.
door
And he would be able to
without-
talk to him.
Yeah.
But he tells him about the date, but he doesn't believe him. And he says, all you do is get high anyways. But he's like, I'm a teddy bear. It's not going to hurt me. And actually, I think you pointed this out before you even said that, right?
Yeah.
Because it,
Aaron
I would let
Foster
I
for
would-
49.
I would love to be I would love to be a teddy bear then.
Yeah, I would
then-
too. I
then
could
I-
smoke pot.
Yeah, you can smoke pot. You can do anything you want.
It won't hurt unless someone ripped you apart.
Yeah. Then Johnny insults Ted, and I guess when he went too far, what did he say he wanted instead of Ted? Like he said he wanted something instead of Ted, like a different bear or something, like a different type of bear. What was it? Do you remember what it was?
I don't know.
But this sets Ted's off, and he beats the shit out of him.
Oh, it's a fucking beatdown, bro.
I know. Yeah. He beats him up by they tear the shower curtain. They Ted hits him with a light. Well, Johnny goes to hit him with the light, but it breaks. He gets smashed into a wall, and then why don't you say the part about what I'm about to say? I don't think
The TV falls on his dick.
no the other part, the other funny part.
Where the teddy fucking, I don't know.
Stabs him in the ass with the.
Oh,
antenna.
stabs him in the ass with it. He was like beating him.
That was actually I think this was my favorite part of the movie actually.
You killed Hornswoggle with a squinky.
I'm sorry.
Here, what? My team is fucking awesome.
And then Ted asked him why he's crying. He said the TV fell on my dick.
You kept the Xbox on.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna shut it off a little bit. Then
I'm done for now anyway.
you done reviewing it?
Yep.
You gotta say it.
End of subject. Ted was a good movie.
Yeah.
That awesome movie.
Well, can you at least come finish it? Yeah, but what sums up eventually he goes to sing to Laurie, but it completely fails.
He blew it. And then after, one more chance, Ted.
He does get another chance, but then it kind of I knew there was gonna be a factor. Ted gets kidnapped by Donnie and like you said, the fat fucker.
I'm facing the Steelers again.
Really?
Yeah, same team. Look.
Wow. But he gets the fat fucker. They pretty much kidnap Ted, and Johnny tries to tell the police, but they don't believe him. But I guess obviously they don't know nothing about Ted, because I'm like, oh, they obviously know nothing about Ted. Then
they might have thought he was dead. Can teddy bears
Yeah.
die?
I don't know.
I want to be a talking teddy bear.
Same. But then what ends up happening is after Ted tries to escape, they go on this big chase scene. And Ted tries to jump on the car. Then they take it to the Boston TD Garden with the Boston
No,
Red
it
Sox.
was Fenway Park.
It was.
Yeah.
Then they climb it. Then Ted climbs it. Then
Yes.
Donnie climbs it. Then Ted falls and he breaks his stuffing. Then Johnny tries to stitch him up and fix him, but it doesn't work. Lloyd wishes him back to life, and it works. He tries to act like he was retarded because he stitched him up on, which I actually thought that was kind of weird because I didn't think. they did right because they did it in a rush. Then Johnny asked Lori to marry him. She agrees. They get married, and then it just pretty much says all the backstories after. Now I have a question. Would you recommend this movie to watch?
Yes.
Definitely. If you like to watch funny comedy, you do get a little bit of a drama in it, but the drama turns into comedy. Like, I recommend, like, when you watch this movie, you can't just watch it once. Because you're gonna miss, because usually, don't you, like, did you miss something when you watched it once?
Yes.
I actually missed the Stewie reference. You can't watch it once, you have to watch it, I'm gonna say, I have a feeling you have to watch it 10 times, because I think the 10th time you get everything.
Yeah. Even if you could watch it like 100 times and still love it. See,
yeah.
The difference is between...
But you can't watch it 100 times in a row, though, because then you're gonna get bored.
The difference is between Ted and Randy Orton and Triple H at WrestleMania 25. Ted was actually good.
Anything's better than that. Pretty much anything. But this isn't a wrestling video right now. Well, actually, I actually did the Mark Henry thing, so I guess that's fine. This is the first time we reviewed a movie, and I think this is a good job we did. The next movie we'll do maybe a wrestling movie, maybe a movie like a comedy movie. Won't be maybe a flick chick, maybe. You never know what.
Damn, Arian Foster just ran 105 yards for a touchdown.
He may be. We could talk about anything on this channel.
Arian Foster just ran 89 yards for a touchdown.
Really?
Yeah. And that just ended the game.
Please tell me you won.
35-3. I creamed him.
That YouTube viewer could be watching this video, if he is. I doubt he will be though. Yeah, but this movie is a definite recommended. If we were reviewing this, I actually wish I saw this in theaters. He did, I didn't, and I got screwed.
Because my mom took me. But he got the unrated version of the movie.
Yeah, so I got the better version. What did you miss, by the way? Tell me what you missed if you had seen the unrated version. Like the rated version.
It was just instead of fuck, it'd be like.
Oh, I see.
I don't see the difference.
Does it like blur the ass when he goes to stab him with the antenna?
No.
You see, this is what I don't get with rated. If you can show somebody's ass, you should be able to say the F word. I don't get that.
I'm 13-8.
I mean.
Fucking beast.
Yep. But we're gonna end this video now. Unless there's something you want to say before we end it.
Yeah, get this fucking movie.
Yeah, get this fucking movie because this fucking movie is awesome. This movie is awesome. But did it live up to your expectations?
Yes, definitely.
The beginning didn't.
Well,
but the beginning didn't. But I honestly think I enjoyed this movie a lot. The only things I think I didn't enjoy was the beginning because Ted sounds fucking lame. I'm gonna have to say probably the end wasn't bad. The end actually was kind of sad because then the movie's over. Actually, there's one more thing I want to talk. Do you think there will be a sequel?
Oh, I fucking hope so.
But the only problem is sequels are never good as the original, though.
True.
I wonder what they'll do with the sequel. What do you think they can do?
I don't know.
They can. But yeah, I absolutely recommend this movie, and I would like you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Like these videos, comment on them, favorite them, do anything you can. Do the same thing for Wrestling Fortune 44, Own the Talkinator, and his new channel. Tell me the name of your channel.
Adam Duh Videomaker. D-A Duh.
And I actually haven't subscribed to it yet because
it's a new channel.
Yeah, it's a new channel too. How many? And he has like 8 videos up there, right?
I think so.
Yeah. But
around that.
Then that's pretty much it. I'm gonna end this video off by just putting this movie right in front of the right in front of the screen, right over my face.